Alrighty. Here we are. It is Tuesday. It's the 21st. And it's a very exciting week because Powerpuffs are back in stores. And I am once again here with the incredible Amanda Deibert. I love you. You're basically a regular for me now. I love it.
I love that
I love
too.
it so much. I love it so much. And the Powerpuff Girls have been doing great. We've had the first few issues. We've had Halloween, which was so much fun. We've had the winter special. We got Valentine's Day coming up. But the next main issues are mainly you and then Sylvia DeVentura's doing the art. Have you seen this, like the sneak peek of the issue so far? I got the covers with me, but what, like,
I don't get all the covers because they do so many covers, but I have seen some sneak peeks and it's very exciting.
This is the main one. I'm happy to share.
Yeah, please share. I love seeing them and I love everyone else getting to see them, and yes, it's a delight.
Of course, we have cats. Super party. I love how she's got the boogeyman here in the disco ball, and we'll talk about the story itself in a little bit because obviously it's New Year's themed, which is very, very appropriate.
New Year's theme, absolutely had to.
I really love the covers with, like, this is Ken Hazer's cover. He's got all the villains on here.
So good.
And then Rinaldi had, and then this one, Alessandro Rinaldi. Again, all the villains on here.
Yeah,
basically a movie poster. I love it. I guess so. Like, what can you tell us about this issue and the issues coming up? Like, how'd you get these ideas?
Well, it was obviously like for January and doing a New Year's issue that just made sense. That was great. So this one was really fun because it's playing with the whole idea of New Year's resolutions and how we may or may not fulfill them. We have these great ideas, we think about them, and so it definitely, this issue plays with the idea of New Year's resolutions quite deeply. The girls make some, may not be the best idea, and also just the fun of New Year's parties and having everybody come out, so you get a lot of fun cameos, a lot of action, a lot of mayhem. Obviously everything goes awry. The New Year's party is a disaster and the girls have to fix it, and are hemmed in by some of the specifications of their New Year's resolutions, which have been backfired on them. So I think the real life lesson here is that New Year's resolutions are bad and you shouldn't make them. I think that's a big takeaway of the story. Definitely the moral lesson.
Was the book, like, we were just showing off the boogeyman and disco ball, so are we allowed to say that he's in it? I mean,
I haven't been told not to yet. So he's when I was thinking about New Year's parties, obviously made me think of like the ball drop in New York and like Townsville's version of that. And then it was like, well, who better when I'm thinking about,
it was easy.
That it was like, who better than the boogeyman to be involved in something that, so then it was like their ball is a giant disco ball, and, the party may or may not be set up by him. So yeah, it's a fun time.
What I really appreciate you bringing him back is that I think he only had one episode in the original series. But it's memorable, but he's that memorable enough that I think people are still excited. Like, oh, cool, the boogeyman's back. Let's see what he's up to.
Yeah, he's one of those fun, underused villains that I like. And so, for me, it was a fun way to throw it in and just do something a little different.
I want to ask about a specific, like, do you basically tell, or I shouldn't say tell, but ask the artist to draw specific jokes here? Because one of my favorite I hope it's not too spoilery, but my favorite visual gag in here is Miss Bellum.
So that one, I will say, was totally the artist. So this is the fun. There are visual gags. This is the fun of comics in general, right? Because there are times where I will think of a visual gag or it's like really crucial to the story. And so I will write like a really in-depth panel description of like this insert this jokey thing here, or this is going to be an homage to this, or visually this is going to do this, and it can get really in depth, and that's great. And then other times there are things like this where it's a perfect, beautiful, hilarious, adds to the story, is great, but all that's in the script is just that she's there, and then it's up to them to however, with the running gag of never seeing her face, that's, but I did not I did not say gigantic glasses, and I love it. I loved it so much.
I love it so much. So okay, so we'll give credit to Sylvia on that. So because I'm like, that is so perfect. Oh my gosh, one of the best gags ever. She's one of the best characters, but was it always okay with you that we never actually got to see her face? Just hearing her was enough. Just having her presence was enough.
I mean, I think it's a fun gag. I like a good running gag.
But yeah, easily my favorite sight gag in this new book. What are you allowed to say about the next couple of issues?
Ooh, what am I allowed to say? I will say
I've only seen covers, like just our covers from online, so it's not. So they're not giving away too much.
I will say that one is has tons and tons of adorable animals in it, because Bubbles gets kind of sidetracked with helping with a pet adoption fair, and and again, mayhem and cuteness ensue. So that's a very fun one. And the other one I'm also really excited about. It's a battle of the bands kind of situation that comes up and goes awry. So there's multiple bands form and break up throughout that issue, with some fun and surprising pairings and some different genres of music. And then obviously, it becomes quite a literal battle of the bands because heroes and villains are all involved. So that's a fun one too.
When I saw that cover, which I don't know if the one cover has Blossom is more classical, Bubbles is the cute pop star, and Buttercup's the rock and roll. Does that have more does that have to do with anything to do with the story, or is it just
it does. That is definitely a part of the story, is that the girls, when the girls form a band and then have some differences of opinion on what kinds of music they should do, and perhaps causes some band breakups and some very interesting alliances to form. Okay,
well, we'll leave it at there right now. But I again, that's just my inner Powerpuff nerd coming out, having to so what how about this, and what's I'm trying to remember if I had asked before, was a specific character more fun to write for, or is it just fun to write for all three of them, or is there more of a preference?
It's fun to write for all three of them because they have such distinctive personalities that it's a really good time to do them. I obviously, for example, the animal one is a more kind of Bubbles forward situation, whereas the Halloween special was a very Buttercup forward situation. It's fun to, some storylines lend themselves more to one girl's personality than the others, but it's really fun, and it's fun, writing all the villains is really fun too. They have such, and different villains come into play in these other two stories as well. I don't know how much I want to give away about that, but there's a whole bunch of them in the Battle of the Bands story, because everybody wants to be a rock star.
Everybody wants to be a rock star. That's very true. I'm trying to form the question correctly in my head. I'm looking at all of Kat's covers. I've probably asked you this all the time, but is any one of hers covers a favorite of yours? Any of the newer ones coming out, or any of the past ones that she's done? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, that's so hard. I mean, I really like that one with the disco ball. It's just a really fun one. I think still right now my favorite is the Halloween special cover that she did, just because it's kind of also a Shining homage, and it's just really fun. Yeah, I think that one reigns. Also, it was the first time we both got to work on the Powerpuff Girls. So I think that one's probably going to stay near and dear to my heart, but I do like all her covers.
Love that answer. Do you guys have more collaborations coming up soon, or
what are we collaborating on? I mean, we always do, it's definitely not Powerpuff centric, but we always do a story in John Carpenter's Tales for Halloween Night, which is just horror. So we have that coming up. We have a second volume. We did also like a horror thriller graphic novel called Death Mask for Storm King, and volume 2 of that is coming out soon. Kat's finishing the art on that as we speak. So that's our, I think, most recent collaboration. I'm trying to think of things that we have together, and I don't think we have anything else coming out together soon. But, that can always change.
That's all good. I think my main final question is, so is Sushi Escape getting published anytime soon, or just, I had to ask.
I wish, it's available in the elementary school library, but otherwise, so far not.
Any news stories?
Yeah, they've been working on another one together this year, so we'll see if they finish that one up. It's about a human koi fish, a girl who's part human, part koi fish. So.
I love it. I love how it's a full family of creators, writers, artists. That's got to be so much fun.
We keep it creative and weird around here.
That's the way to do it, though. Was there anything else you wanted to give a quick shout out to? Because again, I got all my Powerpuff questions out. Anything you want to give a shout out to?
I love it. Let's see. Well, a couple weeks ago, I had a new Teen Titans Go graphic novel that came out, Teen Titans Go on TV. And that's a really fun, really funny one. So definitely check that if you like Powerpuff Girls. Probably this would also be in your wheelhouse. And then I've got I think is it soon? Maybe like even tomorrow soon. I have Archie as Mr. Justice #2, which is the Veronica issue, which I wrote, and that's coming out. It's either tomorrow or next week. I don't know off the top of my head.
That's okay.
Yeah, and I think those are the two most current things I have going on.
Awesome.
Other than Powerpuff Girls, which is obviously awesome.
Which everybody check out. Go buy it. So thank you so much. I'm always happy when you're here. Like I said, you're basically my regular.
I love that. I hope to continue because it means I get to keep doing fun Dynamite stuff and fun Powerpuff Girl stuff. So I hope I get to continue to be a regular.
I hope so too. I hope let's keep the Powerpuff going. Powerpuff, like volume 2, volume 3. Let's keep it. I'm here for it.
I love this. I fully agree.
All right. Again, that's all I had today. Thank you so much again for coming on. Thanks to everyone for watching. Go check out the Powerpuff Girls. Go check out all of Amanda's stuff, and hopefully we'll be back real soon. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you again. I will let you go back to writing. I still feel bad for interrupting you for a little bit. So
no, I feel bad. I got really caught up in the flow, and then I was like, oh, it's 5 minutes after I was supposed to be there. Oh.
You're hard at work. You're a storyteller. We need more. We'll always need more of those. All right. I'll let you get to it. Thank you again, everyone, for watching.
You.
See you guys soon.